Okay, welcome to the slow flow. So to start your practice today, just begin in a nice seated pose. Find a spot where you can root your sit bones onto the mat, and then choose to have the legs either lying in front of each other or the bottoms of the feet together like a book, and that's only so one hip isn't being held higher intentionally than the other. And then place the palms onto the thighs. Maybe move the shoulders around a little bit, but try to find a place where the shoulders line up with the hips. And then bring the chin back where the ears are in line with the shoulders. Crown of the head is reaching high towards the sky. And then let's drop into this practice together with a few deep cycles of breath. So take a nice full inhale in through the nose. Slow exhale, either out through the mouth or out through the nose, yogi's choice. Inhale in. Slow exhale. And then gently take one more deep cycle of breath in. Give a little pause at the top. And exhale out. So I'm going to leave you to drop into your breath here. And what I really want you to focus on is allowing your torso to fully expand as you inhale. So maybe you start off with the first few cycles of breath as you inhale, just seeing if you can expand the rib cage out or stick the belly out a little bit. And then as you exhale, maintaining the integrity. But eventually feel comfortable enough to allow the belly to fill up fully, the rib cage to expand, and the chest to rise. And let the inhale be slow and mindful, allowing yourself to grow a little bigger, taking up a little more space. And then allow the exhale to be in a way that you can maintain the shape and the integrity. So that with the next inhale, maybe you play around with taking up even more space. About 3 more breaths here. Last breath. And then keeping the torso expanding as you inhale, slowly come forward and find a seated cow. So bring the chest forward, slide the nose up. Maybe bring the scapulas together. And then gently find your way into a cow. So this is going to be slow. So find your way into your cow. Palms onto the shoulders, rounding the chin into the chest, scapula spread away. And then carefully find your cow as you inhale. See if you can allow the torso to keep expanding. And then gently flow into your exhale. Rounding the back, chin into chest. All right, another full inhale, coming forward, breathing in deeply, expand wide. And then exhale, chin comes into the chest. And then gently find yourself with a neutral spine. All right, use your nose here in your neutral spine and begin to make some gentle circles. And don't get hung up on what direction to start or how big. I want you to just move with what feels good to you. What do you feel like you need? And you don't have to commit to a size of circle either. Stay with the direction though. I'll tell you when to change. And then slowly switch direction. Be mindful that your inhale is still allowing you to take up space in your body. And then pause. Coming back into neutral. All right, scoop the shoulders up, down, and away from the ears. Up, down, and away. Up, down, and away. And gently switch direction. So your up, down, and away may have been backwards or forward, so switch that up. Last one. And then find some stillness, nice straight spine. Okay, take the nose and draw a line to look out over your left shoulder. Now I want you to stay with your deep cycles of breath because you start playing around with some rotation. See if you can take the gaze a little bit more to the left. Be gentle. And then take a full inhale here. And allow the nose to slowly point back towards center and then over your right shoulder. Dropping into your deep cycles of breath. Maybe looking out over the right shoulder as well. And then take your full inhale. Let the exhale guide you over to your left side. So take the nose to look out over your left shoulder. And bring the right arm down. So begin to play around with walking the right fingers away from the right hip. You should feel some gentle stretching on the top of the shoulder. Maybe walk the fingertips a little bit more to the right. Gaze is still looking out over the left shoulder. And then gently walk your fingers in front of your right hip. Stay for a breath. And then walk your fingers to the back of your right hip. One more deep cycle of breath. Take a full inhale here. Guide the right hand back to the right thigh. And then as you exhale, look out over the right side. So take the nose to point towards center and then over your right shoulder. And then once you find the rotation to the right that works best for you, then bring the left hand down to the outside of the left hip and begin to gently walk the left fingers away from the hip until you feel a gentle stretch in the top of the shoulder. Now, if you ever need to ease back, ease back. All right, slowly guide the fingertips forward just gently until you start feeling a gentle stretch in the back of the shoulder. Dropping into your deep cycle of breath. And then begin to walk your fingertips towards the back of the hip until you feel the gentle stretch in the front shoulder. And then bring the left hand back towards the center. Take a full inhale. And as you exhale, guide everything back to neutral. Full inhale. And exhale. All right, gently extend the legs long. So maybe one leg is reaching towards 10 and 11 if it was a clock, and then 1 and 2 with the other foot. And you can come wider if you feel like it. Personally, I'm going to stay a little adducted more than abducted. I just feel like that would work best for me today. But if you want a little more stretch in the adductors, take the legs a little wider. Okay, so with the heels planted and pushing out, toes are up. Make sure that you still have the foundation in the sit bones. Reach your arms up high to the sky, full inhale. Straight spine, and then slowly hinge forward at the hips as you exhale. Now allow the fingertips to touch the ground. Drop the head and the neck. Push out through the heels and the toes, keeping the legs activated. And then you play around here. So with each inhale, imagine that you're taking up a little more space. And then with the exhale, add a little more length, folding forward. Knowing that you're here for 3 more deep cycles of breath. Last big breath here. And then allow your inhale to slowly and carefully walk yourself back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Reach the arms back up high to the sky. Fingers spread nice and wide. And then rotate the torso to look out over the right leg. Keep pressing out through the heels. Full inhale, fold forward as you exhale over your strong right leg. Once again, you allow the hands to just fall. And then you have 3 deep cycles of breath here to play around with taking up space and adding length. Or when you find that spot of stillness, keep taking up space, but maintain the integrity. One more big breath. And then keeping the right palm planted as you inhale, reach the left arm up high and then across your left ear. So you get a little bit of stretch going in the left side body. Maybe you fold a little bit deeper. All right, with the next few cycles of breath, guide the sternum up high towards the sky. Take a full inhale, reach the fingertips a little bit more to the right toes. And then as you exhale, left hand to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, slowly reach out with the fingertips and up, bringing yourself up high. And then rotate over towards the left side. Fold over your left leg. Allow the fingertips to plant. And then you have a few deep cycles of breath to fold maybe a little deeper. One more big breath. And then keep the left hand planted, reach the right arm up and over. So you give a little bit of a stretch in the lateral side, and then you slowly add a little bit of rotation to the spine, guiding the sternum up towards the sky. Reach the right fingertips towards the left toes. One more big breath here. All right, full inhale. And then as you exhale, frame your left foot with the right hand. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward and up. And then bring the arms down to the side. All right, stay here for one more cycle of breath. Awesome. Slowly and carefully make your way into a tabletop pose. Knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. And then like you did in seated, you'll come into a traditional cat-cow. So as you inhale, it's going to be long. Drop the belly, bring the sternum forward, look on up, maybe squeeze the scapulas together. Tuck under toes if you wish. And then as you exhale, top of the feet into the mat, chin into chest, round the back into your cat. Cow on your inhale. Cat as you exhale. Being mindful that you're taking up space. Find your cow on the inhale one last time. Maybe squeeze the shoulders closer to the spine. And then exhale into your cat. And then find your tabletop. All right, take the hands just a little bit forward, tuck under toes, make your way into a downward dog pose. So it's the first downward dog of your practice. Plant your hands onto the mat, really root the hands down. Imagine that you were, without moving the hand, turning the right hand to the right, the left hand towards the left. So you can open up the scapulas a little bit. But maybe you come onto tip toes and bend the knees, bringing the torso closer to the spine, sending the hips up high. Take a full inhale here. And exhale. Slowly reach the heels a little bit closer to the mat, maybe straightening the legs. Just a little bit, not by much. Take another full inhale. And exhale. All right, one more cycle of breath here. Find your plank pose as you inhale, top of the push-up. All right, one more breath. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. And then gently push yourself up into a baby cobra or a high cobra if you feel ready. Lower. And then push back up into your downward dog. All right, one more breath here in this down dog. And then send the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open up the hips, spread the toes. And then three-legged downward dog. And then step the right foot through to the hands. All right, so first off, you're in your runner's lunge, okay? So plant the right foot down. Really feel that you have some balance laterally and medially on the foot. Push out through the left heel. Look forward. Keep pushing out through the left heel. Push down onto your right foot. And then drop the left knee down. Maybe untuck the toes if you wish. All right. Slowly reach the fingertips forward and up, giving yourself a salute, and if you feel called to it, give yourself a back bend gently. 2 more breaths here. All right, and then take your full inhale. Frame your right foot with both hands as you exhale. Find your runner's lunge. All right, take a nice full cycle of breath here. And then have your right foot meet your left foot in a plank pose. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your back bend. And then push back into your downward dog. One more breath. And then reach your left leg high to the sky. Bend the left knee, spread the toes. Find some gentle movement. And then left leg comes high to the sky. Step the left foot through to your hands, finding your runner's lunge. And much like the other side, you have some time here. So root down, find balance on the left foot, push out through your right heel. Look forward into your runner's lunge. Maybe drop into some deep cycles of breath. And then gently drop your right knee down. Your choice to tuck or untuck toes. And then reach the arms forward and up, adding your salute or back bend. Two more breaths. And then take a full inhale. Frame the left foot as you exhale. Untuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Left foot meets right foot, plank pose. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Push yourself up into your cobra. And then back into downward dog. Two more breaths here. Last breath. And then walk your feet to the back of your hands, finding your first forward fold. Maybe you grab a hold of opposite elbows. Find a little gentle movement. Bending the knees, resting the torso onto the thighs. And then find some stillness. Release the hands. And then find a flat back. So allow your fingertips to slowly slide up the legs. Finding a flat back, crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back, belly button into the spine. And fold. And then reach the arms up high to the sky as you inhale. And bring them down to the side as you exhale. Palms are forward, crown of the head reaches up. Okay. Drop the right hand down to the sky, lift the left hand high. Full inhale. And as you exhale, give yourself a side bend over to the right. Try not to let the left hip jut out or drop out. Try to keep a nice straight spine and allow the lateral flexion to really create length on the left side. And then if you want, you can always spiral the heart up. One more inhale. And exhale. And then slowly and carefully draw yourself up. Drop the left hand down as you reach the right arm up. Take a full inhale. And then side bend over to the left as you exhale. Once again, try not to let the right hip pop out. See if you can really give yourself some length in the side body. And if you want, you can spiral up to the sky just a little bit. One more breath. And then go ahead, reach both arms up now. Bend the elbows, look up, gentle back bend. And then reach up, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back into plank pose. And then slowly and carefully drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Push yourself up into your cobra. And then into your downward dog. One more big breath here, but on your inhale, can you see if you can really breathe in wide into the torso? Reach your right leg high to the sky. Step your right foot through to your hand, so now you're in your runner's lunge. Keep the left heel lifted, and then reach the arms forward and up. Coming into a high lunge salute. Okay, can you drop the shoulders down and away from the ears as you root your right foot down? Then reach the left arm forward, right arm back. Keep the gaze out over the left fingertips here, but maybe guide the torso a little bit more to the right. Breathe big and wide. And then drop the right hand to the back of the left thigh. Left hand comes high to the sky for exalted warrior. All right, as you inhale, have your right hand meet the left hand, reaching high. And as you exhale, place both hands to the inside of the right foot, and then walk and turn the torso, so now you're in a wide-legged fold. Dropping the head. And then slowly and carefully walk yourself over towards your left foot. So you're facing the back of your mat. Return into your high runner's lunge. Spin the right heel up. And then reach the arms forward and up, coming into your high lunge with salute. This time, reach the right arm forward and left arm back. Keeping the gaze out over the right thumb. And then drop the left hand to the back of the right thigh. Right hand comes high to the sky for an exalted warrior. Breathe wide in the torso because you're turning the torso. You're flexing the torso. So keep breathing deep and wide. Left hand meets right hand in your salute. And then as you exhale, take your hands to the inside of the left foot. Slowly rotate your torso towards center and then over towards the right side. So now you're facing the front of your mat, back into your high runner's lunge. And then you step your right foot back to meet your left, plank pose. Slowly and carefully take it through your flow. So you lower, you find your cobra, and then downward dog. Two more breaths. Last breath. And then send your left leg high to the sky. Step the left foot through to the hands, high runner's lunge. All right, right heel stays lifted. Reach the arms up, out and up, finding your crescent lunge with a salute. Find, maybe you sink a little deeper this time. And then reach the right arm forward, left arm back, but you keep the gaze out over the right fingers. All right, there's a little twist in the torso. Breathe deep and wide. Left hand drops to the right thigh. Right hand comes high to the sky. Full inhale. Slow exhale. Left hand meets right hand, saluting high. And then as you exhale, hands come to the inside of the left foot. Rotate, so now you come into your forward fold. You stay on this one. Drop the head. One more big breath here. And then walk your hands over towards your right foot, framing your right foot, returning back into your high runner's lunge. And then let the inhale find the salute. So reach the fingers out and up. Bringing the arms up overhead. All right, left arm forward, right arm back. Adding the twist. Right hand to the back of the left thigh. Left hand is high to the sky for your exalted warrior. One more breath. Stay with it. Right hand meets left hand, adding the salute. One more big breath. And then as you exhale, both hands come to the inside of the right foot, and then slowly and carefully come wide on the mat, and then walk your hands to frame your left foot. High runner's lunge. Left foot meets right foot, plank pose. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Find your cobra. And then your downward dog. Two more breaths. Last big breath. Reach your right leg high. Step your right foot through to the hands, high runner's lunge. All right, reach the arms out and up. Add the salute. We'll pick up the pace just a little bit here, but trust me. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back, gaze is still out over the left hands, adding the twist. Drop the right hand to the back of the left thigh, left hand reaches high to the sky. One more breath. Right hand meets left hand for your salute. Full inhale. As you exhale, both hands come to the inside of the right foot so you can come wide. Stay for a breath. And then walk your hands over towards the left side. Come into your runner's lunge. And then reach the arms up high to the sky. This time, left hand reaches back, right arm reaches forward. And then drop the left hand to the back of the left thigh, right hand comes high to the sky. Left hand meets right hand now in the salute. And I know you're facing the back of your mat, but you've got this. So take your full inhale. And as you exhale, place both hands to the inside of the left foot, finding your lizard pose. Trust my voice, you've got this. You don't need to watch me. So you're in your lizard pose and you guide your right knee down. And you choose to tuck or untuck your toes. So you stay here in your lizard pose for another deep cycle of breath. And then slowly and carefully walk the left foot over to the right foot, setting yourself up for pigeon. So you may keep the right toes tucked and walk the right knee back a little bit. You can adjust where your right heel's at, but stay tall. Take a nice full inhale here. And as you exhale, fold over your left leg, finding your pigeon. And you're here for some deep cycles of breath. Really try to breathe in deep and wide. 5 more deep breaths here. All right, slowly and carefully push yourself up so the shoulders are under, or the hands are underneath the shoulders. Okay, trust me here, you'll come into a seated wide pose. So you were here earlier, so come onto the left hip. Slowly start extending the left leg and the right leg so you have that abduction and you're in your wide fold. And then carefully take yourself so you come over the right leg and you set yourself up for pigeon on the right side. But don't worry, you're not going to be here long. It's like you're given a teaser. You stay up high. Tuck under the left toes, lift the left knee. And then slowly and carefully invite the right foot back to meet the left in a plank pose. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest. Push up into a cobra. And then back into a downward dog. One more breath. This time you'll reach the left leg high. Step the left foot through to the hands, high runner's lunge. And then reach the arms forward and up for your salute. All right, you know what I'll ask here. So reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Drop the left hand to the back of the right thigh. Right hand comes high to the sky for your exalted warrior. And then left hand meets right hand for your salute. Full inhale. And then you find your standing wide-legged fold as you exhale. So drop the hands to the inside of the left foot. Walk yourself wide or to the side. Fold for a breath. And then guide yourself over towards your right foot, finding your high runner's lunge here. Spinning the left heel up. And then reach the arms forward and up. All right. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Adding the twist, breathe deep. Drop the right hand to the back of the left thigh. Left hand comes high to the sky for exalted warrior. Right hand meets left hand for your crescent. Lunge with a salute. Full inhale. And then as you exhale, both hands to the inside of the right foot, starting off in lizard pose. One more breath. And then drop the left knee down. Guide the left foot over, the right foot over towards the left side. Setting yourself up for your pigeon. Palms are underneath the shoulders. Take a full inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. You'll be here for about 15 deep breath cycles. So I want you to drop back into the deep breath I really encouraged in the beginning, because you'll get to be able to breathe into the back body as well. About 5 more deep breaths. All right, take your last deep breath here. Let the inhale guide you up. All right, come onto the right hip. You'll come seated wide. So slowly bring your bum onto your mat. Legs come wide. And then guide the left knee to bend so you can find pigeon pose, knowing that this won't be a deep pigeon. And then tuck under the right toes. Invite the left foot to meet the right foot, plank pose. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest coming down. Okay, from here, reach both arms forward. Back a little bit. All right. Lift the right leg and left arm off of the ground gently. And then maybe you pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the right leg, left arm down. And then lift the left leg and right arm. And pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then set the arm and the leg down. And this time, can you lift the arms and the legs and then maybe the torso just gently? Keep the glutes easy. Lift a little higher as you inhale. Exhale. One more big breath here. And then lower down. All right, slowly flip over now so that you are face up. Knees up. Feet flat. All right. Walk your feet as wide as the mat. All right. Take a nice full inhale. Allow the knees to fall over to the left side as you exhale. All right, and you can look out over the right shoulder if you would like. Arms come out to a T. One more breath here. And then as you inhale, bring the gaze back into center, bring the feet flat, the knees up, the feet are still as wide as the mat. And then allow the legs to fall over to the left or the right side. And if you would like, you can take the gaze looking out over the left shoulder. Dropping into your deep cycles of breath. All right, take a full inhale. And exhale. Come back into center, bring the feet flat, the knees up. All right, now I want you to pace from left to right on your own. So slowly as you take your full inhale, exhale, allow the knees to fall over towards the left side. So you're still wide, and then inhale, come into center, and then exhale over towards the right. And flow here at the pace of your breath. So like the seated cat-cow in the beginning, this may be slow and mindful. And then after you complete your full cycle, bring the feet flat, the knees up. And then gently hug the knees into the chest. So they'll still be a little bit wide, maybe wider than the torso. And then take a hold of the bottoms of the feet. So now you're in your happy baby. Stay here for some stillness. Tipping the pelvis back, not feeling rushed. Feel the spine really connect with the mat. Base of the skull connect. See if you can have some softness in the neck, some elongation. All right, and then gently keep the left knee hugged in as you extend the right leg long. And then bring the right knee in as you extend the left leg long. And then flow back and forth a little bit here, extending the right leg as you bend the left knee. Going at a pace that feels good to you, but keeping the stability in the back body. And then find a still happy baby. And then hug the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shin, bring the nose into the knee, and give everything a nice squeeze. One more big breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly release. Bring the arms up overhead, allow the legs to grow long. Reach the fingertips and the toe tips away from each other. And then gently reach the left fingers and the left toes away. So you're stretching the left side body. And release. And then reach the right fingertips and the right toes away from each other. And then release. And then this time reach the fingers and the toes away from each other one more time. And then release the arms down to the side. All right. Wave your heels from side to side. And then allow your feet to splay open. And then you decide if you want your palms up or down. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Take your full deep inhale in. Take up space. Exhale. Full inhale. Exhale. One more deep cycle of breath. Breathe in deeply. And exhale. I'll let you fall into a natural rhythm of breath. And don't worry, I'll call you back. Gently take a full inhale in. Maybe take in a little bit more. And then exhale. Inhale. Maybe brush the thumb along the pads of the fingers. And exhale. This time on your next inhale, bring the arms back overhead. Return back to that deep body stretch. And as you exhale, come over onto the right side. So resting the head on top of the right arm. Maybe you find a fetal position. Maybe you just keep the legs long. And then use the left palm to slowly push yourself up, coming back into the seated pose, palms resting on the thighs. All right, take up space still. With each inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Hands come together in prayer. And then the prayer hands to your heart center. Reach up, inhale, palms come together in prayer. And then the prayer into the heart center. And then reach the arms up high to the sky. Hands come into prayer, and then the prayer hands come into the third eye as a reminder to have loving thoughts. And then to the lips as a reminder to have loving words. And then to your heart with a soft bow as a reminder to have loving actions towards yourself and towards others. The light and love in me acknowledges and honors the light and love in you. Namaste. Okay. Thank you for joining me.